people want. Now, I ain't saying nobody should have nice things. You should have want to do nice trips, whatever. But at the expense of the children. Now, if after the kids grown to a certain age, but especially while they real young like that, toddler age especially, maybe. I mean, the most like, what? Why would you want to be homeless, especially if your man got it like that? But I understand everyone got a man. That's the other thing. You need to get married and have kids, start having these broke ass men, so y'all can be home with y'all kids. But but what do you think? What do you think a woman should pursue though? Marriage or pregnancy early, or chase their career?
Definitely marriage. Like I said, I was raised traditionally, so I think you should pursue, marriage. You should want to find somebody that you could be married to, somebody that you could love, or whatever, somebody that is God fearing. But at the same time, I don't feel like you shouldn't have to sacrifice your career in order to have a husband. Like that should never be a thing. Why can't I have both? Why can't I have the white picket fence, the kids, the dog,
See, that's
and
comparison.
also
People gotta
be a
stop doing
boss?
that. But my thing is, being a boss is not important. Being a mother, a good mother,
And I can be
anybody
a
can
great
make
mother and a
babies.
boss.
I
I
don't
can.
believe
That's
you
the
can't do
great part
that. You
about it. You
can't.
can.
You
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 can.
you can do it, but I don't think you can drive a car with your feet. But that don't make it smart.
Okay, but you got. But guess what? There's people with no hands. You got to do what you
Oh
got to do.
my fucking
It's the
goodness!
same thing. You got to do what you
Do
got to do.
you think?
There's
Good.
no reason why I can't give my children the lifestyle that they deserve because one, they never asked to be here.
That's true.
I chose to bring them into this world because there are millions of ways I could have went another route. Okay. So me not being able to go out there and make sure that I can get their every want and need is that's selfish of me because I chose to bring them here, not the other way around. They didn't come in my dreams. God didn't bring them down on a cloud and they begged me and say, "Hey, can you birth me? Can you be my mother?" No. So there's no reason why I can't be a great mom, which includes, being there for my kids mentally, physically, emotionally, making sure that they have everything they need,
Right,
making
right, right.
sure, meeting all their
I,
requirements and
yeah.
then some.
I
But
mean,
there's no reason why I can't if my job is like, hey, take this stop.
keep the phone still.
If
Uh,
my job was like, hey, can can you take this position? It requires travel, but if you take this position, we'll
but
pay
don't
for
wait. Slow down. Hold on. Don't you think, in a sense, they can be kind of selfish though for women to put their careers and jobs over their family,
it's
over their
not putting
husband?
your career and job over your family. It's saying, okay, if my job is willing to pay me 50,000 more, and I know I have two kids to feed, I have rent, I have a car payment, I have all these bills that I'm doing by myself. That's not being selfish. That's being smart. Because at the end of the day, the bills ain't gonna stop, and the kids not gonna stop growing.
Now, my idea would say, for me personally, if I was in that situation, I would say at least while they toddlers, be there for them. But I understand once they get a certain age or whatever, especially when they start going to school, of course, both of y'all should get out here and work. But
But
man,
and
I just
that's even like stereotypical because most people think, okay, you need to be there for your children as toddlers the most. Yeah, those are early developmental years, but kids typically need you more once they're in like that adolescent stage.
right,
Toddlers,
right.
toddlers, of course, they're not going to remember much. You don't start remembering memories until you're like 3 to 4.
Oh,
So
yeah.
doing something as a toddler is fine, but your children need you as an adolescent. I would much rather go out and, work and all this and that and get to the money, get to the bag. And I mean, hell, if I could become a social media influencer while my children are young,
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time they are teenagers, I'm able to just sit and be here for them. I would much rather choose
Right,
that
right. We're
than
going.
to, do
Gotcha, gotcha,
it
gotcha,
the other way
gotcha,
around, you know?
gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Do you feel like you think another thing that's worse than people checklist? How much money you think somebody should have saved up or before they get married? How much money they should make before they get married?
I really don't have like an opinion on that because I feel like that's like counting other people's pockets. I don't know what their bills are. I do feel like I like in our marriage, our thing was if you can't afford to do it twice, don't do it at all. And I think that was a good thing to live by because um hey, I got to be a stay-at-home mom for a while just because we based everything off of that. We weren't buying outside of our means. We weren't being reckless. I was a homeowner at the age of 23.
Me too.
So,
No, I was, yeah, 23. I was
yeah, so
23. Yeah.
see, like you just being smart about the things that you do. I do feel like you don't need to be marrying somebody that can't bring anything to the table. But I also feel like, okay, don't be out here asking people what they bring to the table. Figure out what your table needs and then go from there.
Right, right. Hey, okay, what's the best insult without any swear or bad words?
The best insult?
Yeah.
I don't know. You got me on that one. What is the best insult? We're gonna have to come back to that because I don't know.
You feel like a man can stay faithful when he got women constantly throwing themselves at him?
Mm, yes, I do. I believe a man can be faithful. Um, but it depends on the maturity of the man. Like most men cheat because they're not mentally ready for a relationship. And I will say there's a lot of women out there like we be ready for a relationship, so we kind of talk the man into it like, I want this, I want that, and then he wants to make sure you're happy. So it's like, okay, be my girlfriend, whatever, or be my wife, whatever. And he was never mentally ready. So I think that plays a part in a lot of in cheating. But then there's also men that just it's like a disease. They can't help it.
You say men can't stop cheating?
Some of them,
You
yeah. They
don't
just
think women
can't.
out? You don't think women out here cheating? That's why so many men are
Definitely.
raising another man's kids because
Nowadays,
of
women are doing this. Women are upping the score. I can honestly say that
this.
women don't care anymore.
I know they don't. That's why the kids don't know who they don't know who their child father is, and the kids suffering. All black. When women raise these kids, more was exposing with the false DNA test, saying you are not the father for years, exposing these whores. But my thing is, these kids are suffering because these single mothers raising killers and gangsters and gay men. The thing black women raise is killers, gangsters, and gay men.
It's not just all black women. There's many single women that are raising nice, wholesome men and women too. We're not just
Majority,
raising men. There's more to that. So that's the
saying
way,
usually the
like,
men raised by them. I mean, women too. They usually their daughters turn out after divorce. The divorce. I understand. I mean, I understand people got differences, but kids after divorce typically turn out to be bad. Turn out to be failures in life, and kids out of wedlock turn out to be failures in life too, based off data and statistics. I'm not saying your kids. I'm not going to be disrespectful.
oh
Say your
no, no,
children,
no, no. I know
but I'm
better.
saying statistics and data have proven, and you can look this up whenever you get a chance, that kids after divorce and kids out of wedlock tend to fail in life, tend to be drunks, high school dropouts, early pregnancy, uh, be on drugs, medicine, and go die early, and go to jail.
But guess what? That also goes, it's a lot with that statistic. It's a lot that has to be looked into.
What you
Because
think wrong with this
again, it
statistic?
can go back.
Wait.
Listen,
Slow.
it can go back to what we were just talking about a couple minutes ago, being active in your kids' lives during their adolescence, which is a key part of how they turn out as an adult. If you're not, if you, there's women out here that get divorced, go into like a depression or a funk, or there's women out there that get divorced and turn up, want to go into party mode, want to do this, that, and the third. Either way that goes, they're not jumping into full time mommy mode. So there's yeah, I can see that statistic, but there's also, okay, that's a broad statistic. Let's break that down. Out of that statistic, how many of those children had an active father after the divorce? How many of those children after the divorce or outside of the wedlock
Uh,
had support, had financial support? It's a lot underneath that broad statistic. I do believe like that may very well be the case, but it's more that has to be looked into with that, because kids don't
uh,
just be like, oh well, since my mom and dad got divorced, let me go turn to gangs. There's
typically
it's
it be
more
like that.
to that.
It would.
It's
I mean,
more to
it.
it. Like,
Of course. Wait. Let me finish. There is more to that in the sense that usually they don't get counseling. They don't put them in therapy, and usually these kids hold it in. And the mother badmouth the father. That plays a part. These mothers be badmouthing to these
and the
kids.
same to the father. There are men out there that does the same thing.
And some men get beat up by the system. And you know, it's the saying "happy wife, happy life," which I think is horrible. That's the terrible saying. That means a man got to suffer and endure pain because he can't address it. You got Steve Harvey, a goofy, talking about the men is always wrong, the woman is always right. What? She
Well,
ain't.
that works in his marriage, but what works for other people, I mean, what
And
works for them can't work
that's
for
why she
everybody.
cheated on him with his security guard and the chef. Man, women take advice from Steve Harvey. Women buying dumb books, act like a man, think like a woman. Think like a man, act like a man, think like a man. Like what? Act like a woman, think like a man. Crap. What? Steve Harvey books, number one sellers. They believe in this shit. They women soak it up. Say go Steve. I'm like what? Man, everything. Yeah, I was gonna let you go get the flow right quick.
Um, I I don't know. I just think, well, Steve Harvey, I think he's just trying to
He's a
give
pander.
women insight on how some men may think. Not all men, because again, I don't believe in like grouping all men or
Why can
all
a woman? Why
women.
she think like a man? She need to think like a woman.
But that's just the thought of his. That's just the a twist behind the name of his behind his book. He has to have a catchphrase in order for people to buy it. That's simply
Telling women to
for
wait
the
90.
title.
Someone telling women to wait 90 days for sex. Really?
What's wrong with that?
You know these women ain't waiting no 90 days for them to
But
be in
what's
their
wrong with
business.
that?
I mean, that's cute, but so let me get this right. Pookie, Ray Ray, and Tyrone ain't waiting 90 days. I mean,
Okay, but if they wanted to, what's the problem?
I mean that
There's
sounds good,
men
man.
out there that I know, like literally know, that are in a relationship and don't want to have sex. They want to wait. So what's the issue with that? I feel like
You think these women are being
that,
celibate and just
that's
keeping
a,
they
well,
in a relationship?
most women are abstinent, not
Most
celibate,
women. Where do you get this
because
stat from?
celibate is not, most women that say they're not having sex or they're waiting, it's not celibacy, it's abstinence. There's a difference between the two. Celibacy is more so like a lifestyle, it's a vow to God, whereas abstinence is you're choosing to do something. um
Oh my
so
goodness.
that's a big
Did
difference.
you go to college?
No, I actually didn't.
Oh, jeez, I'm about to say you one of them college women.
Mm-mm.
Educate. I call them educated dummies. These
I
college
actually
professors.
didn't.
But that's
Um,
cute. That sound real cute though.
but again, there's a difference between abstinence and celibacy. The internet is free. You can definitely look it up
Man,
and look into it.
it's all
But
synonymous.
celibacy is and there's men out there that are celibate that waiting 90 days to have sex. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. If you don't like that somebody wants to wait, go find somebody else.
Okay, we're gonna move on. The last date you went on, where did you meet them from? Dating app, social media, friends, a bar, restaurant, work, cold approach, or somebody just randomly approached you?
The last date I went on, it was somebody that I knew from childhood.
Mm, interesting. Now, do you like if you're married? Do you feel like you should have friends, female friends of the opposite sex?
Um, yes and no. And I say that because it strictly depends on what your partner is comfortable with. If you have a partner that's not comfortable with you having friends of the opposite sex, don't go out there doing it. Like, don't say, "Oh, well, you can't control me," this, that, and the third. It's just keeping everyone happy in your marriage. Because at the end of the day,
Nah, you can't tell her what to do. You're a misogynist. You don't trust her. You're insecure. What kind of man don't let his woman have guy friends and hang out together? You gotta build trust. That's what you need to do. That's what a man do. The fuck out of here. What? What? Mm, mm.
again, that is
Did
it's
you did you
whatever.
have did you have male friends?
I did.
Not so y'all platonic.
Yes.
And y'all hung out
And
by yourself.
yes. And my children's father had a female best friend.
And they hung out by themselves?
Yes.
They was fucking.
No, they weren't.
How you know they wasn't
Because
fucking?
they've been best friends for years.
Ain't
Before
no
I even
fucking
came
way.
into the picture,
They was fucking.
why would
They
I? And
was
that's
fucking.
so that's
They
such an
fucking.
ignorant statement.
They fucking.
Well, if that's what they was doing, that's what they was doing. Hey,
I don't trust that shit. I wish my wife would tell me, me and Derek gonna hang out. Derek, me and, I don't know, what's a hood name? Me and Glock.
why I gotta
Quintarius. Yeah,
be a hood name? Why can't it be a regular
We,
name?
ah,
Why can't she have
let me
a
finish the
Why
story.
can't she have a best friend like
Me,
John?
Quintarius had said, I want to go out today and we gonna hang out and go shopping. It, I don't even trust my wife. If I had a wife, I ain't never get married. But if I had a wife tell me a gay friend, that's a no. No men whatsoever.
Well, as
No,
long as that's the agreement that y'all come from, hey.
that is crazy. So he was like, here. So your husband say, hey man, I'm gonna be chilling with Sierra later on tonight. I'll come home later. That was just how it was.
Well, it was never later on tonight or nothing like that. It was during respectable times,
Oh,
as I would do the same thing. Like you
and
should
he'll just
have to
go to her
be
house. He'll go to her,
respectful to your partner, or she would come to mine.
and you'll leave the house, and she'll
I
be there.
wouldn't
Or you,
leave. Most of the time, I wasn't there. This is during the time where I was working before she moved away. So
oh my
yeah,
God, you don't think your husband was fucking her?
no.
Lord have mercy. I don't play that shit. I wish a woman would try to get me with it.
But
That's crazy.
again, it goes back to what you're comfortable with in your relationship. Like
And you
nobody
comfortable with
can
them hanging
just
out by them?
because I'm comfortable because I'm secure in myself.
So
So
somebody who don't wait, don't interrupt me. Let me finish what I got to say. So somebody who don't participate that makes them insecure.
yeah, to
Oh my
me,
God. Oh God. This is the world we in. This is a man can't be a man because if he is, he will be scrutinized for it. But I mean, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna argue with your opinion, but
but
I just
it's
think
not
it's
just
fucking
like a
nuts.
man. It's not
This
just
is
a man
nuts.
thing. I just said women can do the same thing. Either way, it depends
I
on
don't
who's in your relationship. It does
know.
not
Nobody should do it if
matter.
you married or in
It doesn't.
a relation. Go ahead.
It doesn't matter what you do in your relationship, what I do in mine, what they do in theirs over there. At the end of the day, what works for each relationship works for each relationship. What you see as crazy or out of the ordinary. For me, it's typically it's normal. Same thing with, I may see you not allowing your wife or girlfriends to have any male friends. I may see that as crazy and weird, but to you and your girlfriend or you and your wife, that's normal. Who am I to judge what you got going on? And that's a problem. Like, that's a big problem with today's society too. Everybody got an opinion. What I eat not making you shit, and vice versa. So what does it matter what me and my significant other got going on? You're not
I
in
mean,
this
hey,
relationship.
let
You're
people
not paying
business.
no bills.
I mean, people do what they want. I'm just saying, to me, that shit
Yeah.
goofy.
What
And
works
I
for
think I still think, in my opinion, people who do it, it's goofy. But hey, it's goofy. My opinion is gonna be it's goofy.
everybody
But
got an opinion.
yeah, you're right. You ain't gotta listen to people's opinion. Do what you want. But
Right.
um, and that just never sit well with me. Never will sit well with me. Why are most men so easily manipulated by women?
I wouldn't know. That's a question for a man that's been manipulated.
Okay. How you think women get manipulated by men?
They're weak willed. They don't have a mind of their own. Love can play a part in it because love can make you blind, and you be so in love with somebody, they could tell you to walk outside and the sky is purple, and you go out there and it's very much blue. So, I mean, it kind of falls on, I feel like you allowing somebody to manipulate you, whether it's a man or a woman, that kind of falls on you. Like, because you're, in a sense, you don't have a mind of your own.
Mm, yeah. How
And I
important is
feel
like?
like I do feel like women are more manipulated than men because men typically have a mind of their own. Like, they're not gonna let no women sit there and be like, they just, most men are very strong headed, which is a great thing. Like, women, a lot of us women, we it takes us a minute to get there.
Okay, what's more valuable, the lessons we learn from failure or the confidence we gain from success?
Lessons we learn from failure.
What, what about in-laws? Is what in-laws like a big deal? That's something people should look into.
Um, I never had an issue with my in-laws. So, like, they loved me. Still to this day, we talk, we still tell each other we love each other, everything. So I never had an issue. But I've heard horrible stories about how, like, women get with this person and they don't like them, or I've heard, um, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to deal with it. I feel like once you're married to somebody, their family is your family, and that can cause a lot of friction in your relationship, I would think. I don't know.
Right. Okay. What's something that people don't understand until they experience themselves?
Mm, a lot of people don't understand. Mm,
Waiting on you.
a lot of people don't understand. Mm, a lot of people don't understand love, and this is why I say this. When me and my kid's father first separated, of course, people asking why and all this and that, and of course, I start talking, he starts talking, and everybody on both sides were just like, well, why you didn't leave? I would have been left. People don't understand love. Love makes you blind to things. Love makes you, all those red flags make them white. And a lot of people don't get that I don't know, but yeah, they just don't get it. They don't get it. It's so easy to say, "Oh, I would have been left." Okay, that's on you. I was genuinely in love with somebody, and I didn't see the signs early on that
And you
maybe
saying love can
this
be
didn't work.
blind?
Uh-huh.
What's the craziest thing you did for love?
Mm, Craziest thing I did. Got a tattoo.
You got his name tattooed?
Hmm.
Another thing, people always talking about I'm getting their name tattooed to show that is real. No, staying with that person through thick and thin, showing me that is real.
Yeah,
A damn tat on somebody means something. You gonna get it covered up, or you gonna?
it's already covered.
How you covered it?
Mhm.
How did you cover it?
I got a lion on top.
Okay. Wow. You regretted it?
The tattoo?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
He got your name tattooed on him?
Hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't
Where
regret
you?
it.
Where was your tattoo of him at?
On my hip.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
So who idea was to get matching tattoos?
Um, he had brought it up, and I was just like, "Let's do it."
If y'all could have matched the love and energy, if somebody could have did that, I would have stayed married.
Maybe.
Mm. Yeah, I went to that tattoo parlor and thought, man, we're gonna be together forever.
Hmm. That's what we
Dang.
thought. We didn't get the tattoos, and the next day decided to separate. So we were still very much in love at that point.
How
But
did a tattoo last longer than your marriage? Good God.
hey, well, technically it didn't because I got it covered right after it ended.
Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. What's what's something about some? I think this is my last one. What's something about somebody should have told you about marriage before you got into it, or something you wish you would have known?
Um, I wish I would have. I wish I would have waited
Wait, what?
to get married. And I
How
wish
long?
we was
How
together
long?
for 8 years.
How long do you think you should have waited more?
I think I should have waited until I have the mindset I have now. So a few more years, waited a few more years, only because I was young when we got engaged, and it was just like, okay, well, let's go ahead and do it, and then or whatever. I feel like mentally I have grown as I'm, of course, thankfully, as I get older. So it's just like my mindset is just it's different. It's different now. I don't accept the things that I was accepting then. Um, and I just wish I would have waited. I wish I would have waited, and maybe it would have lasted. But I also believe that the real reason why, we broke up is just because we grew apart. We weren't those same teenagers that we were when we first started off dating, and we just took two different routes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds good right there. You want to get a camera 360?
No,
You don't want to do it for the YouTube streaks?
no.
Oh man. Okay. You got any questions before I let you go?
I
I could go on.
just
I could go on forever, man. I gotta
this
hurry
was
up. I
a
could go
good
on. For,
conversation.
yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate
No
it. Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, get at me though.
I
Yeah, I
will.
like to like, comment, subscribe to the video. I'm out.
All right.